hostnya dulu ke siapa nih? Berta kah? Aku pindah hostnya ke siapa nih? Atau ke Putri?
TM Ranto aja gimana? TM Ranto aja gimana?
TM Ranto nggak pakai PC, jadi biasanya agak ini.
Iya.
Oh gitu.
Toastmaster Lai.
Wah, Karen pakaiannya.
I have a class today, so I cannot join. Yeah, but yeah, I prepare for the record only. pengen dengar Toastmaster Lai sebenarnya, tapi nanti aku lihat di rekaman ya.
Rekaman.
Okay, I will see on the record. Okay, I give the host to Toastmaster Berta ya. I will make Toastmaster Ranto co-host.
Oh, untuk hostnya ya, oke.
Yeah, and then Putri also as a co-host, and then Toastmaster Berta as a host. Okay. So
thank you.
Good luck for today, guys. Thank you. See you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Andy. Thank you. Hello. Good morning, Toastmaster Lai.
Good morning. Ranto, 10 questions.
Thank you.
I'm not sure they're gonna stick with 1 minute.
Yeah, I think it's maybe less than 8 questions, maybe with Toastmaster Lai. Just to make sure under 40 minutes.
Yeah, I don't think they will speak roughly around 1 minute for each topic, but you can like each session you like summarize which are priority for you.
Yes, of course. But DTM Yusuf, I cannot contact right now.
If he is missing, then we get someone else standing in. If not, we just run the show. No matter what.
Okay, just run the show. Yes.
We just run the show. This is my second panel discussion. I always say, why 2 are DTM, except me is TM?
Sorry?
I have a panel discussion 2 months ago.
Yeah.
2 of them is DTM. I was like, why am I the TM? Like today, why am I the only TM?
Right now you already DTM,
No, just a TM. Just a TM.
Okay.
Working to it slowly. So it's like also the first week of every month you're doing Saturday, I think.
Every Saturday and Thursday,
Oh, so first week is Saturday, then it will be Thursday.
Yeah.
Oh,
yes,
I see.
Next week Thursday. Yes, of course. Because most of us working until 6 or 5 p.m. at every weekdays. So we try to new atmosphere at Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday actually is a good timing also. It's like have a week, so we don't feel the rush.
Yes,
going
of
home.
course.
I have the meeting now. Putri. Oh, okay. Is John helper?
So how about your bodybuilding team?
Now they are doing the contest on the what's the date? In 7 next week. They're having the team on next week to go.
Wow.
But I'm not there, so I say you all do your best.
So basically, you're living which city?
I'm living in Malaysia, Kota Kinabalu.
Kinabalu, okay. So
Kinabalu.
Toyahan is at Kinabalu.
Yes.
How can I spell Toyahan?
Toyhaan. Toyhaan.
Toyahan.
Speak in bahasa Toyhaan.
Toyahan.
Bahasa. It's a bahasa and English club.
Okay. It's also with Toastmaster Amran Kinabalu.
Amran is Kota Kinabalu at once. Kota Kinabalu Toastmaster Club, another different club.
Another different club.
They
At
are
the
the
same
first
city.
club. They are the first club in the city.
Okay.
The first club. Be 32 years.
Wow.
They are the oldest club.
The oldest club.
Yeah. Ranto, are you in Jakarta?
Yes, I'm in Jakarta. That's right.
Good. I see Miftah in another meeting. I'm not sure about Pak Yusuf. Give him a call so he will be there.
Yeah. Okay, I will call to Yusuf.
Yeah, call him better. Berta, you're from UI?
Sorry?
I mean Berta.
Oh, Berta, okay. Toastmaster Berta.
Maybe she's busy. Never mind. You call Pak Yusuf first.
Halo, Toastmaster Noval, Toastmaster DCM Johan, halo Toastmaster Dita. Good morning, everyone.
Johan is here. Ranto, we can use TTM Johan if Pak Yusuf missing.
Hello, DTM Johan. Can you help me? Actually,
I'm sorry, I'm setting up. What were you asking?
Yes, actually, my speech right now have three panelists: DTM Yusuf, DTM Miftah, and Toastmaster Lai. And right now, DTM Yusuf now in USA, Seattle, and I cannot contact from last night. But if we already have need to deliver my speech, can you replace DTM Yusuf as one of my panelists?
Okay, I'll try.
Sorry, Johan, for bringing you up together with me. You mean DTM Yusuf is in USA?
Yes, in Seattle. Last Monday she said, "Oh, okay, I'll try." But right now I am in Seattle. But
Seattle?
yeah, Seattle, USA.
Oh, Seattle.
Seattle.
So probably is midnight for him. I get my drinks first.
Okay, good morning, everyone. I think we're still missing Toastmaster Albert as the grammarian here.
Sometimes kayak kita.
Oh yes, Mr. Albert said he will join at 10.
Okay, should we wait for a couple of minutes, Toastmaster Ranto, or?
Maybe 1 minute, maybe. Yeah, I will text him.
Okay, please let me know, yeah.
Ranto, I send the question to DTM Johan, yeah?
Oh, thank you.
Later, DTM Johan don't know what we will be asked. Okay.
Sorry, Lai, Ranto.
Yeah.
I know this is from an old manual, from the advanced manual. I haven't seen the new one. Are you sure the format's like this?
I'm not sure about Ranto.
It's only a draft to deliver my speech, this DTM Johan. So I think it's only draft.
Well, I'm not saying it's me. I'm just saying if you're gonna round up 1 minute, I mean, everybody have to give a 20-second answer because there will be a plus and minus for the sum up. In the old manual is the, what do you call it? You know how you, well, I don't know if you know it. Advanced manual usually have 5 projects. And basically the discussion or the panel discussion would be having one question from the first project And ultimately in the 5th project, you would get like a sum up answer. I'm just worried that, what do you call it? You're going to go over time, Ranto, but I'm just double checking.
Yeah, actually I have a spare question until 8 question, and it can reach all the questions. Maybe we just enough to limit under 40 minutes the DTM Johan. That's my draft.
Okay, just checking.
Thank you. That's
good.
Toastmaster Albert already in Toastmaster Nova?
All right. So I think we can start the meeting. Hello everyone, good morning. It is Saturday morning here in Jakarta. Maybe some of you are outside of the country. I'm not really sure, but thank you for joining for today. I know it's a weekend, so we probably have some time to spend to join this Toastmasters meeting. I will first thank everyone who already joining, Toastmaster Albert, Toastmaster Berta, Toastmaster Johan, DTM Lai, Toastmaster Lita, Toastmaster Eva, and Toastmaster Hajar Aswad. Thank you for joining for today. And maybe before we start the meeting, I will give the control to our president, Toastmaster Ranto, to give a couple of minutes. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, our Tom, Toastmaster Noval. Welcome everyone's fellow Toastmaster, visiting Toastmaster, and all guests. Welcome to our meeting at Universitas Indonesia Toastmaster Club. For the beginning, I will share my screens for the brief introductions. Yeah. Welcome to Universitas Indonesia Toastmaster Club. Learn together, grow together. What is Toastmaster? Toastmaster International is a non-profit educational organization that teaches public speaking and leadership skills through a worldwide network of clubs. Toastmasters have 280,000 members, 144 countries, and also 14,700 plus clubs all over the world. Universitas Indonesia Toastmaster Club has a vision: learn together, grow together. With our missions to provide a supportive environment for every member to develop public speaking, communications, and leadership skills. Dear Executive Committee 2022, I am Ranto as a club president, Toastmaster Mega as a VP Educations, Toastmaster Noval as a VP Membership, Toastmaster Haidar as a VP Public Relations, Toastmaster Alif as a Treasurer, Toastmaster Ardita as a Secretary, and Toastmaster Andi as our Surgeon at Arms. Our online meeting rules: number 1, please turn on your camera. Number 2, please set your name and roles, and maybe your guest, please say guest and your name. Number 3, mute your microphones while you're not talking. Our schedule of meeting every Thursdays from 7:30 until 9:30, every first and third week, and every Saturday from 10 a.m. every second and fourth week. This is our brief summary about Toastmaster and about Universitas Indonesia Toastmaster Club. Okay, thank you so much for fellow Toastmaster and our guests. Please give a round of applause to all of us. Thank you so much. And today we have a special theme, special word of the day, and special panel discussions. And that will be led by our special Tom, Toastmaster Noval. The room is yours. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ranto. So our theme for this meeting this morning is life and liberty. First of all, I will ask a couple of our participants today about the theme. What do you think of the liberty in life. Do you think right now you are you have the liberty in your life? I will ask first Toastmaster Indah, maybe.
Hello, good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I'm Indonesia. Today I will be conducting as evaluator for today's the one and only speaker here, Toastmaster Ranto. He will deliver his project for organizing a panel discussion. So Toastmaster of the meeting will start only one session, or how? May I know, because I don't have the agenda.
Oh, okay. I'll actually just ask, what do you think about our meeting today, our theme?
Sorry, I was for the theme today that we did deliberate and have the latitude of doing things that we really like. Like, we are going to wrap this year soon, and we found that, at least I found that I have the latitude to express things that I like around this year. So what about you guys? Do you have your freedom to reach whichever you like this year? Over to you, Toastmaster of the meeting.
Yes, thank you so much for your opinion, Toastmaster Indah. Yeah, that was what I think also, that we are almost in the end of 2022. And do you think so far you have the freedom to achieve your goals? You have the freedom to live your life as you want in 2022. But I think we can reevaluate it and make it better for the next years to come. Thank you so much for your opinion, Toastmaster Indah. I think we can go to our meeting today. Today I will have my rangers with me to help me evaluate this meeting. Maybe I will introduce them one by one. The first one is Toastmaster Dita as the A and WOD counter. Toastmaster Dita, can you explain your role, please?
Thank you, Tom, Toastmaster Novalia. Thank you so much for the time. Good morning, everyone. Today I'm the A and WOD counter. And the purpose of the A counter is to note words and sounds that are used to crutch or pause filler by anyone who speaks. During the meeting, I will listen for overused words, including and, well, but, so, and you know. I will also listen for filler sounds, including and I will also note when a speaker repeats a word phrase such as I, or this means, so on. At the end of the meeting, I will report the number of times that each speaker used this expression. Thank you, Madam Toastmaster. I'll give the control back to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Dita. Next one, we have our grammarian today, Toastmaster Albert. Can you please explain your roles?
Hi, I'm Albert, and this is my first time here, to be honest. And I will be serving you as your grammarian. And as grammarian, it's my responsibility to listen to every single speech that you made today. And I have to pay close attention to it because I will be considering some little bit of mistakes here and there in your grammatical errors, and maybe putting some beautiful sentences from you as well. And to, is the WOD by me, or is it already introduced?
Oh, yeah. No, it's not yet introduced, please. Toastmaster Albert.
Okay, so I will also introduce our word of the day for today. It is latitude. And by latitude means that it's a noun a scope for freedom of action or thought, and you can deliver any kind of word of the day, such as latitude, latitudes, or latitudinal. And I hope the WOD counter will take tally on that. And back to you, Madam G. Back to you, Tom. Sorry.
Yes, thank you so much, Toastmaster Albert. So everyone, please make sure you have the grammatical, the correct grammatical in your sentence, and don't forget to use the latitude in your sentence, in your speech. The next one, we'll call out our timer, Toastmaster Berta. Can you please explain your rules?
Okay, thank you. I am now Valia. Good morning, everyone. Hello, fellow Toastmaster and guests. Today I will be a timer. I will be your timer. My duties is to monitor time to record, prepare speech, tables, topic session, and evaluation. And I have different backgrounds for each speech. And for the prepared speech, the speaker will have 40 minutes. And you will see green screen after 20 minutes, then yellow screen after 30 minutes, and red screen in 40 minutes. And for table topic sessions, you will see green session after 1 minute, and yellow screen session, yellow screen after 130 minutes, and red screen after 2 minutes. And for evaluation, you have 2 minutes after green screen will be showed after 2 minutes, and yellow screen after 2 30 seconds, 2 minutes 30 seconds, and red screen after 3 minutes. And you have 30 seconds to injury time. And back to you, TM Navalia.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Berta. So as mentioned, we will have 3 sessions today. We will have the prepare session, the table topics, and also the evaluation, which time also have been mentioned by Toastmaster Berta before. And the next one, we will have a couple other rangers, which is Toastmaster Johan, DTM Johan as the GE. Can you please open your mic and explain and introduce yourself?
Thank you very much, Madam Toastmasters. Mr. President, fellow Toastmasters, distinguished guests. Is there any guests? I'm not sure, but this is kind of fascinating because it's been so long since I visited the UE Toastmasters clubs, and it's been many, many years, but I'm so glad I have to be able to come to these meetings. First of all, I'd like to mention to a few people, there are a few standards because they have the, you know how Toastmasters started, you have the American side, right? But you get the East Coast and the West Coast. And the East Coast, which is kind of funny, the GE do not take control or introduce the role. So I believe, if you see some format, the Singaporean, the Malaysian does that. But anyhow, what is a GE? GE is a general evaluator. He will be evaluating everything and anything during the meetings. I believe in the agenda, it's mentioned that I'm running the 3rd session, which is the evaluation sessions, because that is the core of the Toastmasters, basically for you to make mistakes and for us to give you some constructive criticism for you to actually develop your personal skills and of course, in the end, your personal goals. Back to you, Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, DTM Johan, that you have kindly explained your roles as GE. And the last one, we'll have our ballot counter, which will be held by Toastmaster Ranto. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, our Tom. Hello, fellow Toastmaster. I'm as a ballot counter. Want to give my roles is to give a vote for a favorite prepared speaker and favorite table topic session speaker, and also favorite evaluator. And I will give the announcements at the end of the meeting. Thank you so much. Back to you, Arto.
All right. Thank you so much, all of our rangers who have help introduce their roles. And today we will have a very special meeting, which will have a panel discussion held by Toastmaster Ranto as he finished his last project in presentation mastery pathway. And with that, I will ask the evaluators to introduce his speech. Is the evaluator Toastmaster Indah or? Sorry.
Okay. So I can introduce the speaker or how?
Yes, and the purpose of the speech.
Right. Okay. As announced before by our town, Toastmaster Ranto Hapasan Gultam will deliver his project, which is moderate the panel discussion. And the purpose of this project is for member to apply his skills as a public speaker and a leader to facilitate a panel discussion. So let's hear from the speaker, Toastmaster Ranto.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster. Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Okay, thank you so much. Toastmaster Breda already start the times?
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Dear fellow Toastmaster and all guests, thank you so much for your participations and for your time to be here today with me at the panel discussions. I really appreciate to all the panelists on all the Toastmaster and all the audience that already be here. It's such an honor to be here today as a moderator from the great panel discussion with the special theme, how Toastmaster can change my life. Okay, before I start the discussions, I will give some ground rules that should be obvious to the all panelists and audience. Number one, we have a limitation of time, 20 until 40 minutes. Number two, as a moderator, I will ask a question first and let the panelists answer after I give my turn. Number three, for each panelist, please turn on your microphones along these discussions. And number four, for the audience, please turn off your microphone while you're not talking, and I will give the chance or opportunity to you to ask the questions to the panelists. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please, I will introduce our great panelists that already here today. Number one is distinguished Toastmaster Miftah Huda from Maranatha Toastmaster Club. Hello, DTM Miftah.
Hello, how are you, Toastmaster Ranto?
Okay, it's great to see you, DTM Miftah. Thank you so much to be here today. Please give a round of applause to DTM Miftah Huda. Okay, DTM Miftah is a Division B Director term 2021-2022, and right now is a Program Quality Assistant of Division B term 2022-23. Thank you so much, DTM Miftah. And now we continue to our second panelist. Actually, our second panelist is distinguished Toastmaster Yusuf Chandra from Maranatha Toastmaster Club. But unfortunately, he cannot join us this morning because he has another business at the United States of America. And right now, with the great news, the TM Yusuf Chandra has been replaced by distinguished Toastmaster Johan. Hello, DTM Johan. Hello, DTM Johan. Can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, thank you so much, DTM Johan, for replacing TM Yusuf for this morning. It's a kindness of you. Thank you so much, TM Johan. Okay, please give our applause to DTM Johan. And our third panelist is the Toastmaster Lai Kokru from Toyahan Toastmaster Club. Hello, Toastmaster Lai.
Good morning, everyone.
Wow, have great news from you. Toastmaster Lai is a DCE Director term 2022-2023 and also leading team to win a bodybuilding contest. Okay, please give a round of applause to Toastmaster Lai. Okay, thank you so much. I already introduced our great three panelists here, and our theme is how Toastmaster can change my life. Okay, today we'll be here today to talk about it. And for the first time, I have a question to each of the panelists. My question is to DTM Lifter. What is your thought about Toastmaster, DTM Lifter?
Okay, it's about Toastmasters. Toastmasters gets some benefit from that one, from this club, and then the area, the division, and also the district. The benefit that I get is two set skills. The first is communication skills, and the second is leadership skills, where these kind of two it cannot be separated each other. So with that, I really like and get the benefit from Toastmasters.
Okay, thank you so much, DTM Miftah. And how about you, DTM Jones? Have you another opinion from DTM Miftah about your thoughts about Toastmaster?
Well, not really much. In the beginning, what do you call it? Actually, what's one of the funny thing during the chattering of UI Toastmasters Club, it was actually for the staff and rectors. And you see the funny thing, things change. It goes now currently to the student. For me personally, back then, I was basically active from 2006 to 2010, maybe a little bit more till 2012. My objective is basically, I really believe in the system. And what's so funny, communication or leadership practices is, what do you call it? It was very uncommon in Indonesia. Wherever you go, even schools or real life or works, there is no practice. And I really believe in the system. So back then when I was the area or division, I was basically like a salesman. I keep going to like all this company trying to promote because I was trying to achieve, well, I was not to achieve. I was trying to assist that there are so much potential that Toastmasters can bring to the Indonesian national or the country itself. So yeah, but I believe it's still doing okay, and I hope it can be more stronger. That's my personal belief, Mr. Toastmaster.
Thank you, DTM Johan. And DTM Johan already explains about the situations and experience in Indonesia about Toastmaster. How about you, Toastmaster Lai? How about the other opinion in Malaysia about Toastmaster?
For me, it's a different story. When I first heard about Toastmaster, I think most of us have heard this funny story. Either you're selling bread or are you selling different things. At first, I first know about Toastmaster around 6 years ago, I think, if I remember correctly. At first, when my friend invited me, I was thinking, what is she selling? What is she bringing me into? When my first go, I was there seeing how they conduct the meeting. I was like, what are they doing actually? And I don't understand a single thing during that time. Then I took a time off from it before going back to the meeting a few times. And the funny thing, I joined the club after 2 years. Then I start to understand what is Toastmaster can be do. At first, I just thought it's like you're giving speech. That's the first of the layer. Then the come down to most important thing, there are a lot of things to learn, like the networking, leadership things. There are a lot for you to learn. Most important is what I truly thought is now is it's a good platform for us to get into networking with each more and more people. That's what my thought about Toastmaster. Back to you, Ranto.
Okay, thank you so much for your sharing, Toastmaster Lai. Back to you, the Mifta. Toastmaster Lai already explained about the platform. So we know about the platform. We have a public speaking school or English learning course. Why you should choose Toastmaster? That's the Mifta.
Okay, thank you so much. For Toastmasters itself, we know that there are two set skills that Toastmasters gave us, right? This communication skills and the leadership skills. So for the leadership itself means that in other organizations, in other communities, in other colleges or course, there is no ground rules, a clear ground rules, right? But in Toastmasters, we have a document called a governing document that will lead the leadership side in the communication side, the communication skills that Toastmasters gave us. We have the public speaking. The public speaking, what we will deliver it in every single session, we will have a guidance on that. So a clear guidance. So it's not about why Toastmasters give the best thing ever and clear direction what we must to do and what we have to do. I think that's all.
Thank you, Ditya. Clear direction what we must to do. Do you agree with it, Ditya Johan?
Well, my program was a bit different because I was in the legacy program and now it's pathways, right? So it's maybe what do you call it? We have different styles because in the old days you have the 2 tracks. We still have the 2 tracks. Now we have the pathway tracks, but the motto is still where leaders are made. For me personally, back then you have the club traditions and you have the district traditions. So wherever you go, everybody have their individuality. What do you mean by that? Well, in Toastmasters, basically what we were taught is basically trying to find your style and your skills, your personal leadership styles, abilities, because leadership is, for me, is basically for you to actually do it and try it. So if you're in the real world, mostly you have the money or the power, right? So you're a positional leader. In Toastmasters, this is a non-profit organizations. How do you lead a group of people where you don't pay them, they have no money, and you still have to achieve what you're trying to achieve? So in Toastmasters, whether you are taking role positions of, such as the role takers in a meeting, being a club officers, a district officers, even international officers, there's no other organizations that will let you practice and make mistakes. I personally believe that this is where you're supposed to actually find yourself, find your skills. And the end, ultimately, is basically what kind of individual do you really want to be in the real world? And this is where you practice it, Mr. Toastmaster.
Okay, thank you so much for your thoughts and ideas about why you should join Toastmaster. And Toastmaster Lai, what is the condition in Malaysia about Toastmaster and the other public English schools or English learning course in Malaysia?
For in Malaysia, there is no particular a specific English school. We are mostly educated in a few languages. So, but to learn in public speaking is a different. Especially in Toastmaster, there are different things you are not able to learn outside. And this is like what you mentioned by DTM Johan just now. This is an environment where it's a positive and safe environment for you to practice your skills. Imagine that you are doing out of the Toastmaster, outside of this community. What will happen if you make a mistake? What will happen? What are the consequences that will happen? This is why this platform provides you an opportunity to learn and practice, to sharpen your skill outside of it. And other thing is, for me, is I like the network, the friendship that I met in this Toastmaster platform. I believe we are one of the largest organizations in the world where we can meet many people all around the world. That's how I feel. Back to you, Pranto.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Lai. And before we continue to panelists, I will give the opportunity to the audience to ask the questions. You can ask questions to DTM Mifta, DTM Johan, or Toastmaster Lai. Okay, while we are waiting the question from the audience, I will continue the question to DTM Mifta. DTM Mifta, what's our consideration to choose the best club when we want to join the semester?
Every club has different culture itself, right? Like CBD Toastmasters always give an offline meeting every end of month, like UI Toastmasters Club always have an online meeting. There is no offline meeting. There are some cultures need to be educated first. So when you try to have a club, a Toastmasters Club, when you want to register it, please just know when will they conduct a meeting, when the time itself, the date, and the repetition of the date itself, you must know first. Is it suitable for you or not? Or the culture is the culture from the club itself, is it really suitable for you or not? With that, you can choose the best club you want before you go register. Sometimes people just register no matter the club they were in, but if they are Toastmasters means that they can deliver in other club, it's wrong. It means that you need to educate yourself about the club itself first. After that, you can choose your best club. I think that's all.
Okay, thank you. Your point is about each club has a different culture. Yes, because between its country or its club. What the culture, DTM Johans? How you can consider that after we join for one club, we can get the same advantage or same benefits with the other club? DTM Johan?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you should, what we call shop around. You should not buy it from straight away where you saw the product itself. So this is kind of interesting. You got the old days, which is where you have the venue meetings, and the nowadays where the trend is the online meetings. In the old days, you can't visit too many online meetings. Now everybody online, you could visit like 5 to 7 meetings in one day. Back then, you're still struggling to go from one meeting to another meeting. When I was division, I was like struggling going from Jakarta to Bandung and then also going to Surabaya. So it takes a lot more back then. But for me personally, this is kind of going back to what Lai was saying. It's like, let's say if it's a language barrier, let's say you go to a club, it's a big club. A big club, it's better. But remember, if you go into a big club, there's less opportunity for you to speak. If it's a small club, they're all struggling. Then you get the question of, let's say, what do you call it? Well, my English is not so good, so I'll just join the Bahasa Club. Even still back then, the whole idea was communication. We were promoting the Bahasa language club for so long. and we were pushing it until like, I was like, why can't Indonesian speak Bahasa and just join a club? But it was struggle until now. I think I discussed it like 2-3 years ago. No, 2 years ago when the online thing. Now some of the Bahasa was building up. Even back then, it's not. So for me personally, I think it's individuality, and if it's traditions, it's one of those things. Each people have different preference, but for me personally, if you are still looking for a club or if you're promoting a club, I think you should promote your own club that you are passionate about, because it's not tradition change to the people that actually develop and build the club. So each club are enhanced by the people that actually runs it, and hopefully make it comfortable and loving in that whole club. Mr. Toastmaster.
Thank you for your point of view, DJ Johans. About the big club and small club, what is your recommendation to Mr. Lai, to new guests? What should they choose, big club or small club?
For me, definitely, like being mentioned by both of them, most important, you must visit the club first to see, is it the environment you feel good about it. Most important is always the environment. If you feel good about the environment, then that's the time you should consider you want to be there to learn together with them. As any club have different culture being mentioned. One is like, what is your preference on the way you're speaking? The people there, are they making you feeling comfortable? That's the most important point. If I have been some clubs that I don't feel comfortable to be there, as I feel the environment is very stressful, and I didn't join the club. And I always look for a club that has, for me, my preference is I can get well together with them and I feel comfortable sharing with them. The most important is go around and look for the club which suit the best for you. If you are in the club, it's best to promote what's the specialty in your club you can offer to the members that would like to join you. It's always remember that you are representing your club. The way you promote to them, you bring them in with you. That's how I feel. Back to you, Ranto.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rai. And now we give an opportunity to the audience here. Toastmaster Haja, do you want have a questions to our panelists? Okay, how about you, Toastmaster Ari? Hello, Toastmaster Ari, do you have a question to our panelists? You can unmute your microphone, please.
Hello, thank you, Sam Ranto and Sam Lai. I just monitor, move forward to the next session. Thank you.
Okay. I cannot hear you clearly, Toastmaster Ari. But we'll continue to the other audience. Toastmaster Putri, do you have any questions to our panelists?
Okay, I will ask about, especially for me, about me. For the beginner, what's the tips for as the beginner, as a Toastmasters, for become our senior, I guess. Yeah, that's all.
Okay, maybe start from you, DJ Miftah. What's the tip for the beginner?
Okay, what is the tips for the beginner? Which one you want to choose? The leadership side or the communication side? There are two set skills that the Toastmasters give to you, right? If you want to have a communication side, these communication skills, you can push you to the contest. It will shape you to be a better communicators, to be a public speakers itself. And if you want to choose to be a lead in the leadership side, I want to lead someone, I want to be I want to be a leader. I want to be someone who's serve as a good leader. You can take an area director, division director, or even in the district things that you can learn how to meet people, how to understand people, because in Toastmasters we have all ages in here, a younger than you, the older than you, even our grandmother already here also, right? In the 70s, as 70 years old or 80 years old in here also. So yeah, when you take a lead, they will respect you, they will hear you. So when you take a step to be a leader, you can take an area directors or higher than that. I think that's also Smaseranto.
Thank you so much for your points. DTM Johan, DTM already said, which one do you want to choose? Communications or leadership first? What kind of tips to beginner? Which one they should choose first, DTM Johan?
Well, currently there is no choice, right? You still have to speak. So the old days you can kind of choose, but it's true. This is kind of the two things. But I'm just trying to answer Putri in two form, because I don't know if she's asking me about beginners as a new members or beginners in age or beginners as in level. But that's the joke in Toastmasters. Back then we have these things. So let's say you have a big organizations. You have the CEO and the janitor. Who is higher in the company? The CEO lah. But if you have a Toastmaster club, if the janitor is the club president, even though if the CEO is the international president, whatever, the janitor is still higher in the positions. So, but this is kind of the two, maybe it's culture, but the culture is kind of a joke too, because in Indonesia, we have this thing called sungkan. So we try not to tell somebody if we don't feel good. And, and sometimes the pain builds up and builds up. And, it's in Toastmasters, technically what we are supposed to be doing is basically to communicate to somebody, not just how you feel. If you build up the anger, what happened in the end? You don't know when the end is. Right? So if you tell somebody and they don't like it, they will tell you they don't like it. But most people, if you tell them they don't like it in one thing, they will tell you why they did it that way. And then you will understand. The question would be, would you like to continue the relationships or break up? So in Toastmasters, I think the objective for me, what I felt that it's a bit lacking sometimes, we don't really communicate too much. We don't really want to tell how we feel, how we think. And that's the objective what we're here. So I know that a lot of us think it's a language barrier. It's a bahasa in English or even Japanese or French or whatever. No. In the end, I think it's how do you actually communicate to another person? So I believe that's why evaluation skills is kind of fascinating. If you're talking about being straight up to the point, telling the person what it is as is, the question would be, how do you actually tell that individual? And it's a constant practice. Communication and individuality, I think, is whether you're a beginner or senior, it's not about how old you've been here or how much you want to take the, your knowledge or whatever, which is kind of funny in Indonesia. The higher you are, the louder you are. But even in America, if you're high ranking, they want to be expected to be higher. But most of them, it's like, well, no, we are club, we're higher than you. So if you're a higher position or low position, I think it's you yourself finding your individuality here. So continuous practice, continuous experimenting, that's what you're supposed to be doing here, Mr. Toastmaster.
Okay. Thank you so much, DTM Johans. Toastmaster Lai, DTM Johans says about the language barrier. How about your solution to our new guest, new member, about the language barrier?
Okay, for language barrier wise, it's always important that you should not be shy away from speaking on the language that you feel that you are not good at. It is important to bring your courage to speak out the words, even if it's not correct and now any pronunciations. But through that, when you're there to speak, you become more fluent. I myself was not a fluent speaker in English at all. It is my willing to learn to speak. In Toastmaster, any stage you go, any level you go, remember 3 things: learn, unlearn, relearn. When you're beginner, open your heart to learning. When you reach a certain stage, you need to unlearn something else. Imagine a cup that is full of water. You cannot pour. And you keep pouring it, it will overflow. Where are those things? When you unlearn, there's time for new knowledge to come in. You relearn the whole thing and upgrade yourself more. At another stage, maybe you need to unlearn again to always upgrade yourself. One thing, don't be always stay in the same stage or where you are. Take opportunity, learn, unlearn, and relearn anything that you have been through. Information, knowledge is always, there's nothing we can learn it all around. Always remember, open your heart to learn. That's how I feel. Back to you, Ranto.
Thank you, Mr. Lai. It will be another interesting topic that we will discuss later. Okay, we will open another opportunity to our audience. Mr. Dita, do you have any questions to our panelists?
Okay, maybe I will ask a question. Sometimes in our Toastmaster journey, we feel lose motivation in doing the meeting, and weekly meeting becomes like a routine. So do you have any treat to make meeting make you motivated to do the meeting like that?
Okay, your question is what's your tips to motivating to us to give increase our awareness to the meeting? But it seems we are running out of time. I think each panelist should be answered in the short sentences. Maybe start from DTM Miftah.
Okay, that was a great question. Comes from Toastmasters Vita. It means that you need to retain your members, how to keep motivate others to join Toastmasters, right? In every online meeting, it will be makes us boring, right? And confused. What is it about? And we didn't hear the voice clearly, or there is no camera. They didn't look at the camera, and they just off their camera, right? It keeps me boring. But for me, how to keep the members motivated with our club, it would be better for you to have an offline meeting at the end of the month, or in full 1 month you can have an offline meeting or something like that to make it more merrier. So when you try to have connect to the others, you can have connect to them when they are in the online meeting itself. I think that's all the best answers that I can give. Thank you.
Thank you, DTM Miftah. Unfortunately, DTM Johans and Toastmaster Lai, we have running out of time because we will have only 7 minutes before finish. And for the closing statements, I will give you to each panelist to give a closing statement for each 2 minutes. It can answer my questions. How Toastmaster can change your life in any meaningful way? Okay, start from DTM Miftah.
Okay, how Toastmasters changed my life. I am as a student and also as an employee. As a student, I can have a presentation. The pathway that I choose was presentation mastery. So I can make a presentation clearly, beautifully, and make it clear direction one to another presentation. Not only that, I also practice how to make a good point, a draft for my presentation itself. So when you do a Toastmasters, when Toastmasters comes to your life, means that you will change your perspective about how to present the presentation itself. And then when I came to the area director and also become a division director, I learned something, how to deal with people, how to deal with older people, how to deal with younger people, how to act nice for people who backstab you in the real situation. So change my life. At Toastmasters really changed my life, my perspective, and my mind to act based on your priority, based on your characteristics. I think that's all, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much for your sharing, Ditya Mifta. And how about you, Ditya Johan? In 1 minute, how Toastmaster changed your life?
I keep going over time, but I'll try to rush it. Anyhow, it's kind of common for me. Just really quickly, here's the thing. For me, it's trying to find your style, your skills. So, it's not about the language, because language is basically how you actually learn the practice structure. But overall, I communicate. I'm a communicator, but I hate talking to people. And I'm telling you this, you could get information really easily. You could learn things, you could unlearn and relearn it, and you could also get all those other information. But it comes to the practice. If you don't practice it, in real world, there are no place to practice it. For me personally, even if I miss like Toastmasters for months or week, and I have to do table topic again, I get nervous. I still get nervous. So it's not about the nervous, it's not about how much knowledge you are. It's basically trying to find yourself. In the end, ultimately, it's you trying to figure out yourself. So for me, when I joined Toastmasters, especially when many years until now, I still come here and I relearn and learn, and of course, trying to find yourself. And maybe just to answer really quickly, I'm going over time to those things. The burnout. Burnout is it's basically like relationship. After 10 years, I don't know if you notice some relationship can burn out, yeah? Even with your partner. What do you do with your partner? It's you've been doing the same thing for 10 years, 20 years, even 1 year, sometimes you get burned out. I'm bored of her. No, I'm just kidding. But the whole idea is basically trying to find the spark. That's why I always come back. I still love the program. I know I'm not too active, but finding that spark is basically, it's your own. You have to remember, you are here in Toastmasters on your own objective. You are here, not like what everybody else is doing. You are your own person trying to figure out what you need, whether it is speaking, the style, communications, leaderships, and of course, the passion and the sparks is when you try to find it yourself. And all those other things, especially in life, you still have to find spark, because at the end, if you cannot walk, crawl. If you cannot crawl, just struggle. And at least you are keeping moving forward, Mr. Toastmaster.
All right, thank you so much from you, Mr. Johan. And for the last panelist, Lai, what is how Toastmasters changed your life?
For me, the first, of course, is the way how I communicate with people. Like Johan mentioned, what he mentioned before is, I'm also a communicator. sometimes I do not like to engage with people if not needed, but it's a way for me to learn. I learn to how I communicate more with people. And also most important is you have to ask your question. Why are you in Toastmaster? What are you trying to learn and achieve? For me, after a while in Toastmaster, like going through all the pathway and the leadership roles, right? I believe one thing that makes me still in Toastmaster is the way I can like guide the new Toastmaster there. I believe when all of us when all of us first join Toastmaster, we need someone to guide us. We're not going into the this Toastmaster blindly, not sure what to do, how to speak. I'm not gonna speak unstructuredly. It's important. Like I enjoy the way to guide the new Toastmaster there. I always remind them that when you're here, you must be willing to learn so that you can outshine your past, outgrow yourself. That's more important. In Toastmaster, this is why I'm still a Toastmaster, guiding the young people. And this is a good platform for you to develop yourself. And back to you, Ranto.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Lai. Unfortunately, we have running out of time because we limited 40 minutes. That's a great sharing, great experience from our panelists. Thank you, DTM Ifsa. Thank you so much, DTM Johans. And thank you so much, Toastmaster Lai. And thank you for the whole audience that already asked the question for us. And that's all from panel discussion today. And after the end of the meeting, you can contact directly to our panelists if you have another or further question to be clarified. That's all from me. You enjoy your day, enjoy your weekend, and great day. Back to you, our Tom. Give a round of applause to all of us.
Wow, thank you so much, Toastmaster Ranto, as our moderator for today's meeting, today's panelist, and for our panelists, distinguished Toastmaster Johan, distinguished Toastmaster Lai, and also those distinguished Toastmaster Miftah. And we have learned a lot from how they started in being active in Toastmaster, how they choose and learn in the leadership side or the communication skills, and also how to stay motivated by finding the spark and how they willing to learn in both sides of Toastmasters. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ranto, for the really insightful panel discussion. And now we're going to the second session, which is the table topic session. And this table topic session will be led by Toastmaster Putri as the table topic master. So I'll give the control to you, Toastmaster.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Novalia. I will conduct table topic session, and let's begin this meeting. For you members and for you our guests, either you are member or a guest, you can participate in here. This is the change for you to learn about public speaking. So I will share my screen. Okay, our theme is about life and liberties. And our WOD is latitude. Rules for table topic session on this day is first, for you guys, you can sign for change in the chat box. If you will if you want to give your speech, and then the second, you can choose your number. I will serve you 10 numbers and you can pick one of them. And then don't forget this session, we can give our speech in 1 until 2 minutes. And then don't forget to say WOD is latitude. Okay. Latitude. I invite you for spelling, not spelling, for pronunciation this word, guys. Please unmute your voice.
Latitude.
Yeah, latitude. Okay, thank you. Latitude is scope for freedom of action or thought. For example, journalists have considerable latitude in criticizing public figures. So, who is as a volunteer for the first to give your speech in our session?
May I try?
Okay, Toastmaster Arni. Right, Toastmaster Arni. You can pick your number.
Number 1, please.
Number 1. Okay, number 1. Ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. Ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. Okay, 2 minutes for you. Are you ready, Toastmaster Arni?
Yes.
Okay. This time is yours.
Thank you, Madam Table Topic Master. Ask what not my country do for me, but what I can do for my country. And actually not thinking that far, because country is something really big. And what is important is what we do in small circle, in our environment, with our neighbors, with friends or family. So in my opinion, what I can do for them is more important, because like I remember one of the presentation from IP Richard Effect. He said that we can cause the, what do you call it? The effect, like when we throw a stone to a lake or water, and it will create that, oh, I'm sorry, what's the name? What do you call it in English? The circle. So when the stone falls to the water and it will create, what do you call it? I don't remember the word in English, I'm sorry. But what we do in our inner small circle in our daily life, it is important, because those who can give more benefit to others is the most important. So we are not only take what others give to us, but it is important that we give to others what we can give, what we can do. As for my role as a housewife, what can I do for my family? What can I give to my children? Do I do my job well? And with this daily small action I do repeatedly, I hope it will give benefit for my husband and my children. And with that, I think hopefully they can get the benefits from me. And again, with the positive thing they have from me, and they will spread it to their friends too, And from my husband, when he's happy, and he will bring the positive energy to his office, and this positive energy will spread again to among his colleagues, and also with my kiddo, it will spread to their friends. So the positive energy will spread, and it starts from the small action I can do every day. So what is it that I can do, not for my country, but I will start from my family first, because the small things matter. Thank you. Back to you, Madam Topic Master.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Ani. Yes, so we can serve our little circle for the next circle. Okay, next for the second number, who's the volunteer again? Or you can choose, Toastmaster Arni, you can choose the others for give.
I think everyone has role here, yeah. What about Toastmaster Arif?
Toastmaster Arif, okay. Toastmaster Arif.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Toastmaster Arif. Toastmaster Arif. Yeah. Which one will you pick?
I pick lucky number 4.
Okay, number 4. Yeah, number 4. Seek freedom and become captive of your desires. Seek discipline and find your liberty. Seek freedom and become captive of your desires. Seek discipline and find your liberty. Okay, 1 until 2 minutes. You can deliver your speech, and don't forget to say our WOD late teacher. Okay, this time is yours.
Thank you. May I see the word? LTM Putri, may I see the...
Okay, it is.
Seek freedom and become captive of your desires. Seek discipline and find your liberty. Yes, if we are working, we have planning. Actually, we are captive of our planning. But with planning, we can choose and adjustment our self-activities, self-doubt, and our self-discipline will follow the planning. So sometimes I'm asking, am I working for myself or I'm working for my self-planning? Actually, it is the contrary. Sometimes we need liberty, but we need also latitude, because with latitude, we know that we have freedom, we have free will, and we have also discipline to achieve our self-planning and self-growth. That's my captive of my desire. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Arif. Yeah, we have to good attitude and become, and we can have discipline, right? Okay, I will. Okay, you can choose the one again, Toastmaster Arif. We have guess.
Toastmaster Indah, would you like to try?
Okay, Toastmaster Indah.
Hi, okay. I try.
Yeah, Toastmaster Indah. Which one will you pick? Your number, your lucky number?
I'll choose number 8.
Number 8, okay.
Yeah.
Number 8, freedom lies in being bold. Freedom lies in being bold. Okay, don't forget 1 until 2 minutes, and our WOD latitude. This screen is yours.
I want to break free. I want to break free. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, my fellow Toastmasters. Being free or have your freedom means that something that you decide for yourself, and also you have the responsibility on that, whatever your choices. For example, now I feel like I'm in the freedom for giving my speech here. I have the latitude to express things that I would like to say in Toastmaster clubs. We can say that I'm paying for these matters. I'm paying $45 for all of you to listen whatever I want to speak, but I have the responsibility to over whatever things that I have should not hurt anyone there. So, fellow Toastmasters, if you feel that this kind of freedom or latitude, are you here with me for this kind of freedom? Let's enjoy and continue, and of course, do the renewal next term. Over to you, Toastmaster Putri.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Indah. Your voice is so good, I guess. Yeah. Okay, Toastmaster Indah, you can choose the one again. The others.
Oh, I have to choose, right? Okay, first here. Let me call Toastmaster Hajar Aswad.
Okay, Toastmaster Hajar Aswad. Are you ready for choose your lucky number? Sorry. Okay.
Number 3.
Okay, number 3. Yeah. If liberty means anything at all, it means the right to tell people what they don't want to hear. If liberty means anything at all, it means the right to tell people what they don't want to hear. So are you ready, Miss Toastmaster Hajar?
Okay.
Okay.
It means the right to tell.
Okay, I will give you, wait a minute.
What does liberty means?
Kebebasan.
Kebebasan. Is that freedom?
Yes, freedom.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
Okay. Are you ready?
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. This time is yours. Toastmasters Hajar Aswad.
Can I see back the slide just now?
Okay.
If liberty means anything at all, it means the right to tell people what they do not want to hear. Yes, we have the freedom to speak. We as a human, we have the rights of voicing out our ideas and our stand. But somehow there are fine lines that we need to always obey or observe. Yes, we can always voice out what we wanted to say. There's a freedom of speaking, but somehow we need to take care, or we have to observe on hurting others' feeling. Will it involve any issue on other religions, other races? For us in Malaysia, we are living in a multiracial country. So we always, in any of our words, we always observe so that it won't hurt our other races' feelings.
our other religion feelings. So in that statement, I believe yes, being truthful of what you are having in your mind or what is your stand is good, but we need to have it should be guided so that we are maintaining the harmony, the relationship among ourselves. You can speak for your stand, but you need to take care of the communication among your community. That is my stand. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster Putri.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Hajar Aswad. Okay, next going. You can choose the others. Toastmaster Hajar Aswad.
Can we have maybe Albert?
Sorry?
Albert.
Albert
is it? Grammarian.
Oh, Albert. Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you. Toastmaster Albert. Hello, Toastmaster Albert.
Hello, but can you not choose me for today because I'm still working at
Oh
my...
yeah, grammarian as a grammarian. Okay.
I'm sorry,
Yes,
but I have to turn down this time.
Okay. We can. Sorry. Toastmaster Hajar Aswad, you can choose the others.
All right.
Because
Dita Bahari.
Okay. Toastmasters Dita Bahari. Yeah. Okay, I will share. Yeah.
Number 7, please.
Number 7. Okay. Life without liberty is like a body without spirit. Life without liberty is like a body without spirit. Yeah. Are you ready, Toastmaster Dita?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Life. Okay. Can I start now?
Yeah. This time is yours.
Life without liberty is like body without spirit. Yes, I think when we don't have liberty, our life will be we don't have something that we would like to do. We are told to do something and it even not like what we want to do. So without liberty, our life is limited. And as a human, we have wants, we have something that we want to grow or we want to be good at. So liberty is something that we can choose to make our wants to come alive. So without liberty is like in a prison that we are limited to do something. So liberty is something important, and I think it needs to be there for us. I think that's all. I'll give the control back to our TTM, Toastmaster Putri.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Dita. Yeah, without liberty, our life can limit. Yeah, it's limit. Yeah. Okay, in the next going, Toastmaster Dita, you can choose the others. Hello, Toastmaster Dita.
I would like to choose someone who hasn't talked, maybe. Toastmaster Novalia.
Okay. Hello, Toastmaster Novalia, our Tom.
Hello, everyone. So I
Yeah.
think, yeah, I'm the last one here.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
You can choose. Wait a minute. Sorry. Yeah. What number? Which one number that you will pick?
I'll choose number, is it the green one or the black one? Sorry.
The black one.
Black one. Number 6.
Okay, number 6. Yeah. The patriot's blood is the seed of freedom's tree. The patriot's blood is the seed of freedom's tree. So, Toastmaster Novalia, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, don't forget to say our WOD latitude. Okay, this time is yours.
Okay, the Blessed Patriot, yeah. Can you show it again? Sorry. Oh yeah, the Blessed Patriot is the seed of the freedom tree. Yeah, I think that it is mentioned a lot of times, especially in the Indonesian independence, that our heroes have shed blood and tears to make the freedom of Indonesia, the freedom of the countries happen. And we have to acknowledge what they've given for the freedom of us, that we can now choose our own way of living by not yeah, and I think it also important in our life that we need to put some energy, needs to put some blood and tears into make things happen the way we want it to be. For example, throughout our educational years, it will not be easy, but in the end, when we reach the moment, when we finish our thesis, or when you enter the podium, that marks the beginning of your freedom to choose what you want to be in life and to choose what you want to focus on in the next years of your life. And the Blood Patriots, in the sense, is our okay, I think I'm lost for words right now, but I think that's all from me. Thank you. I'm sorry.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Novalia. Yeah. Okay, next going. Will you choose? Toastmaster Novalia.
Is there anyone that have not played part in this double topic session?
Yeah. Sorry, Toastmaster.
Yeah, is there anyone who haven't speak?
Oh, yeah. Anyone can as a volunteer. Toastmaster Ranto, I guess.
All right. Okay.
Okay, Toastmaster Ranto. Yeah.
Which number? Toastmaster Putih?
Wait a minute. I will share. Okay. The black one, yeah.
Number 10, I think.
Okay, number 10.
It's okay.
We must be free, not because we claim freedom, but because we practice it. We must be free, not because we claim freedom, but because we practice it. Are you ready, Mr. Toastmaster Ranto?
Okay, Toastmaster Putri.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, the screen is yours.
Yeah, fellow Toastmaster and all guests. I do agree about these sentences, but I want to consider about what is the meaning of the freedoms that we have since we was born. Because from my point of view, the freedom we get as a human being, that's the important difference thing between human being and the other creature, such as animal or plants. So if we have a grace about the freedom since we was born and we grow up, and we should to responsible about that thing. So that's kind of latitude. For example, I have a freedom to say anything that I want to say to all of you, but at the other things, at the same time, I have to responsible about what did I say to you, about what my speech. Is it related or is it become a positive thinking? So if I say it's the negative thought to you, it means that I'm not responsible to you, because at the same time you also have the other freedom, right? So we are, as a human being, should respect each other, even though we have a responsibility. But remember, there are responsibility, the big responsibility that we have to consider as a human being to respect each other. Thank you. Back to you, our table topic master.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Ranto. Yeah, we have to respect to others. Yeah, okay. Maybe we have time again. Our time is up. Okay, still yeah. Okay, Toastmaster Ranto, you can choose the others.
Okay, Toastmaster Lai. Hello, Toastmaster Lai.
Okay, Toastmaster Lai. Toastmaster Lai.
Okay.
Yeah, you can choose the black one.
The black one?
The black one, 2, 5, or 9.
Oh, number 9, please.
Okay, number 9. The only real prison is fear, and the only real freedom is freedom from fear. The only real prison is fear, and the only real freedom is freedom from fear. Yeah, Toastmaster Lai, you can, yeah, the time is yours. Sorry.
Thank you, Putri. The courage for you to step out of your comfort zone, it is the first step that you look for your own liberty or your freedom. If we are always stuck in our comfort zone, we won't grow. We must step up there to find where we are, the ability to find your courage there to go out. I will take myself for example when I mentioned before, like I first joined Toastmaster, I was quite don't dare to speak to people and how to interact with people. All those things are because I don't dare to speak up. As long before this, I was doing as a computer technician, where I don't need to speak with people at all. They just pass me the computer, I fix it, pass it back. That's all. They say, thank you, see you. That's all. To take the courage to speak to more people, speak more longer, more direct to the point, how you communicate with people, showing how you feel about them. is something for you to learn through your journey of life. If we are there always in the same situation, where we do the same thing every day without improving ourselves, you won't grow, as you are still stuck in that comfort zone. Take the courage to step up, grow yourself, and make yourself better. When you see yourself, compare your before and after, then you really know you have grown. Step out from out of your comfort zone already. Always be open to learning. Relearn if you needed to, and unlearn if there are many unnecessary things in your mind. As we know that it's important that there are too many, we cannot learn too many things. There are things we can take it, some cannot. So remember, step out of your comfort zone to grow yourself. And that's all from me. Back to you, Putri.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Lai. Yeah, step up from our comfort zone to grow up. Okay. We have to. Okay. Sorry, Toastmaster Lai, you can choose the others.
I think mostly has been picked, except our GE, DTM Johan. Last one. You said the best for the last.
Yeah, for the last. Okay, Toastmaster Johan. Okay, Toastmaster Johan. You can choose the number. What's number 2 or 5?
I'll let you choose, Madam Table Topic.
Yeah, sorry.
I'll let you choose, Putri.
Oh, okay.
That's for Johan.
Yeah. Okay, I choose number 2. Yeah. Liberty, when it begins to take root, is a plan of rapid growth. Liberty, when it begins to take root, is a plan of rapid growth. Okay, Toastmaster Johan, are you ready? You have to ready. Okay, Toastmaster Johan, this time is yours.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Putri. Yes, I do believe it does take a seat once it you see, that's kind of the thing, right? In Toastmasters, I don't know if you know the history, there was a small book about the founder, Dr. Rolf Smedley. And basically, Toastmasters have a few simple ideas. It was to keep everything simple. Remember that whole idea of KISS, you know, the abbreviation KISS, K-I-S-S? And I think Rolf Smedley was the first one who said that. But the major part of that, it's basically, Toastmaster was a movement. And it was a belief, you know, it's an idea where it just keep on spreading and spreading. So in some latitude, he's trying to bring out that idea. It's like when you are in Toastmasters, you have to understand that it's not that one person's better or you are better. It's that when you have the group of people, when you started sharing the abilities, when they started sharing their abilities, knowledge will spread. And that's when everybody can grow. So the idea, a belief, a common attitude, that's when you are able to build something that you can be proud of. For me personally, I think in life, it's very much that it's very hard that, you know, people keep telling you what to do, especially now in the news, you know, the whole idea of one side or another side, or believe that, you know, another person or such as your partner, your parents have one belief and common belief. The attitude is, for me, is to actually start communicating. And when you start, I just want to double check. Is the timer running? because I think I'm going more than 2 minutes. The timer hasn't gone up yet. I would love to continue on, but I know that the club president is a bit worried that I'm going over time. But overall, yes, it does come to an idea. I do believe it comes from the seed. And when you started sharing the belief, when they started sharing their belief, that's when you yourself can have that common belief. And when common belief can actually grow, that's when the seeds start to growing into from a plant to a giant tree. Madam Table Topic Master.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Johan. And all right, we have already answered just all the numbers. And okay, I will just stop our table topic session right now. So I will invite, I will the control back to our Tom. Okay, back to Tom. Thank you.
Thank you so much, our table topic master, Toastmaster Putri. We have learned a lot in this session, and we can see a lot of opinions from everyone who participate in this meeting. Before we go into the next session, I will ask everyone to turn on the camera before one by one of us left. We will take a picture first. So please, Toastmaster Putri, Toastmaster Jaswat, Toastmaster Hermawati, please open your camera. We'll take a picture shortly. Toastmaster Putri? Okay. Okay, we'll take a picture in 3, 2, 1. Okay, again, in 3, 2, 1. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. And now we're going to the last session, which is the evaluation session. In the session, it will be led by the general evaluator. So I will give the control to distinguished Toastmaster Johan. It's over to you.
Thank you so much, Madam Toastmasters. For Toastmasters, this is the evaluation session, the third sessions. I will try to make it fast because I think we only have less than 20 minutes. As most, we will start with the individual evaluator. We have only one speaker. Well, actually, it was a panel discussion, and we have one individual evaluator. The individual evaluator, as listed here, is none other than Toastmaster Indah. A wonderful name, a lady ready to do her prepared evaluation. So, fellow Toastmasters, distinguished us. Please give Toastmaster Indah a big round of applause.
Thank you. Hey, I said thank you, not stop. Keep going. Clap your hand. No, I'm kidding. Toastmaster Johnson, congratulations. That was so wonderful panel discussion I have been experiencing here. Let's give him a round of applause. But don't be too long because this is my time. Toastmaster Fellows, this session, evaluation session, have been highlighted by this club. Let's learn together, let's grow together. That's why we have here in Toastmaster Club this session of evaluation session. Today, we have witnessed that our panel moderator, Toastmaster Ranto, has conducted the session very neat and nicely. What we have seen there was that he did it as a professional moderator, and he has that comfort level as if it's just something easy. KISS, K-I-S, keep it simple. But he wrapped it in a very neat way. I would like to highlight some points there. First of all, Toastmaster Ranto, as the moderator, he introduced the panelists one by one by their background, which is related to the topic itself. So it's not going here and there. He's not talking about what does Toastmaster Live do other than Toastmaster Live, which is related to the topic itself. And second to that, he wrapped up each of the sessions, each of the question he gave to the panelists, and the panelists gave the answers or the feedback, and he wrapped up one by one before he goes to another panelist. So he made bridging there. And that's a wonderful way to do the moderating. When you do the as the moderator, it is important for us to gain everything in a code. It will be bound together. And also grabbing attention of your audience, it will be another point that we need to highlight. That's why when Toastmaster Rento gives a question and answer section, at the first session, he was asking anyone wants to give any question, but nobody was there was asking. He realized that, and then he come back again to the theme, talking with the moderator, the panelists. That's also filling up at the timing. But on the second session, he already knew that nobody will ask. This is the kind of Indonesian thing that you ask a question, nobody really wants to answer. So that's why this is the main idea of being moderator. You have to grab your audience, giving a list of questions. You have to be ready with that. And I found that Toastmaster Aranto already prepared with that. So he delivered it very well. Overall, I found this section was very nice, but if I would like to, if I'm allowed to give a little suggestion, well, yes, this is a practice. This is just a trial, but I believe Toastmasters is the best way that you learn something so that you don't make the mistakes outside when you do it in the real life. First of all, making a panel discussion and also the theme is quite formal. If I were the moderator, I would like to inform my panelists this will be a kind of formal thing. So I would like my panelists to prepare themselves to wear like a formal attire, because you as a moderator also wear a formal attire, which I also like. But thing is that also when you're doing an online discussion like this, there's a visual effect from the camera and your audience grabbing that. When you're wearing a clothes with checkered pattern, sometimes it gives distraction to the audience, especially for those who has some distraction on the visual one. But this is a minor thing, but you can just also put that later on your real life if you would like to do the moderation on the panel discussion. Overall, I believe that's all for me. You have been delivered it in a nice way. Like I said, this is the third times I say you deliver it in a nice way. However, as a visitor here, I enjoyed the session and it was very exciting. So it was not boring. People might thought that, oh, talk about Toastmaster, there might be something like something very formal, but it is formal, but it delivered in such a way, it's free-flowing. So over to you, Mr. General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Indah. Let's give a big round of applause. Yay. I think we still have to continue on until she says stop. No, I'm just kidding. But wonderful job. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Indah. So that's the individual evaluator. Now I'd like to ask the timer, how are all the speakers from prepared speakers to individual evaluator first? Are they qualified?
Okay, TM Johan. Sorry. Okay, I will announce the report for the timer. For prepare speech, TM Ranto not qualified because more than limited time. And for table topic session, TM Arni 2 minutes 12 not qualified at the time. TM Arif yes, and TM Indah qualified the time also. TM Hajar yes, also qualified the time. TM Gita yes, also
sorry, point of information, Madam Timer. So for prepare speakers, an individual evaluator is plus and minus 30 seconds. So for table topic, it's 1 minute bare minimum, and it's 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So I believe all the table topic speakers are qualified, because nobody's gone over 2 minutes 30 seconds, right? And under 1 minute.
Yeah, it's a be qualified.
Yes.
Okay, so that's qualified. And Toastmaster Ranto speech was supposed to be 40 minutes.
Yes, 40 minutes, 12.
And his speeches. No, I mean the allocated time is how much?
20 until 40 minutes.
Oh, 20 until 40 minutes. Yeah, I think 40 minutes, 12 seconds qualified. So I think they're all qualified, Berta. But wonderful job. Well done preparing all this slide. I don't even have time to type anything down. So let's give our time a big round of applause, please. Hey. So prepare speakers are qualified. Individual evaluators are qualified. You do not need to vote, but you could vote for your best table topic speakers, as they are all qualified. The list is there, and then I believe there's a Google form also where you could actually vote. So for those of you who haven't voted, please vote. So thank you again, Madam Timer. I love it how you got two systems going on there, yeah? Because we could see your profile photo and also in real life what you look like. So thank you so much, Madam Timer. Next, we will go on to Agromarian. Agromarian is Toastmaster Albert. Albert is well focused on his duties. So,
yes, I'm so sorry about
be prepared
that.
now. Fellow Toastmaster, give Toastmaster Albert a big round of applause, please.
Thank you. Okay, let me share my screen. Let me also share my screen. Okay. Okay, so this is my grammarian report. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay, okay, let's start. So as a grammarian report, I have my duty to note every single mistakes here and there, but something to remember, we may not speak English as our first language, so some mistakes here and there is totally fine. So take heart and let's learn together, right? First of all, I want us to unmute or unmute, okay, and let's pronounce these words together, okay? It's theme, not them, okay? Theme. Let's pronounce it together. Theme, not them. Yeah, even though it's spelled with an E, which in our Indonesian brain would be eh. So we will naturally say them. No, it's theme. Okay. Next one is thought. 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 Not thought or thought. It's thought. Okay. Thought. The next one is ask. Use the S first. Ask. A-S-K. So it's ask. Ask. Pronounce the S first. Ask. Not ax. Ax is kapak. You're not a bagal. Okay. Ask, not ask. The next one is chance. Chance, not change. It's totally different. Chance is kesempatan. Change is berubah. Okay. Chance or chance?
Chance.
Okay. Okay, that's all for the pronunciation correction from me. You can unmute if you mute for it if you want to. The next one is, if you have further question to ask, it should not be farther, it should be further. Further. Farther is when you want to walk more miles, you say it farther. If you want to go deep down into some topic, you say further. And then this is one of the questions. What is the tip as beginners? It should not say is the tip. It's okay if you only want to ask for one thing. But if you want to ask more than one thing, you use are. What are some tips? And not as the, but you use for. Next one, which should be, this is some minor corrections, clear ground rules. Since rules is a lot, so you don't use a, and it's the change you say chance, and pronouncing it should be pronounced, since let's is not let is, but let us. We are captive of our planning. It should be we are captives of our plan. Because we are plural, so we should be captives. And I have some grammatical recommendation. You have good grammar in this. It is actually an okay sentence, but you may consider like using not only but also, like in Toastmasters, not only we gain public speaking skills, but also leadership skills as well. And maybe you can say, consider how suitable the club is for you. And when you are asked blue one or black one, if it's only two things and one is blue and one is black, you can say the black one or the blue one. But when it is a lot of things, you say black ones or blue ones. Okay. And do we have time again? You might want to say, do we still have time? And then I will stop our session. You may consider to say that's all for this session. And some vocabulary usage like web screen, you might want to say backdrop or background. And you can pick your number. You may want to say choose instead of pick. And some quotes that I get from the speakers today, like, to upgrade ourselves, we are always open your heart to learn, unlearn, and relearn. And Toastmasters may change how you perceive public speaking and your perspective. Toastmasters is a place to practice, since in the real world, there's no place to practice. And always try to find your spark, even though sometimes you go burnout. And start things from the very smallest one. That's nice to hear. And speak for yourself is good, but remember your relationship with other people as well. Completing your education marks your start of freedom. Yeah, true. Freedom of working, of course. And if you are only in your comfort zone, you won't grow. And the last one, attitude is what makes freedom seeds turn into giant tree. And that's all from me. Back to you, the DM Johan.
Thank you so much, Albert. Give him a big round of applause, please. Well done. So I saw you are from SCBD.
No, I was from Metropolitan Toastmasters.
Oh, sorry, Metropolitan. Sorry, I'm going blind sometime, but
that's fine.
Thank you so much, Albert. So we only got 2 more minutes, so I'm trying to rush this up. But we do have one more evaluator, which is the R counter. So, fellow Toastmasters, the R counter is all the way from Huntsman. He's gonna pull out his axe and and lance. Yeah. So, fellow Toastmasters, give our club president from Toastmaster Huntsman, Toastmaster Dita Bahari.
Thank you, DTM Johan, for the time. But first, let me share the log. Okay, here is what I noted. Most of us had tendency to use to fill the silence, like Toastmaster Ani, 1A, Toastmaster Beta, 4A and 1 Toastmaster Hajar, 3A and 1 Toastmaster Indah, 1, DTM Johan, 2A, Toastmaster Miftah, 4A and 2 Toastmaster Novalia, 5A, Toastmaster Putri, 8A, Toastmaster Ranto, 4A. Some of us use we also like, but not excessively, so they are good. And no repetition this time. The words of the day that are used today, said by Toastmaster Arif and Toastmaster Rento. I apologize if there was someone who used the word of the day, but not here. That's all my report. I give the control back to our General Evaluator, DTM Johan.
Thank you so much, Dita. Give him a big round of applause, please. Hey. Everybody's well prepared. Yeah? They got the slides and PowerPoint. The old days, we don't even have time to type. But anyway, it's 12 o'clock. We're running out of time. As general evaluator, I'm supposed to give my personal evaluation. I'll just make it 2 minutes because I know Ranto will always tell me I always go over time. So the really quick one would be the meeting was well prepared. We have an agenda. We started on time. Hopefully, we're kind of running out of time when or going late when we end the meetings. But I hope we had fun. We had a wonderful panel discussions. It's one of those things. Panel discussion can go over time, but I believe it's still on time. So a well done job to our prepared speakers because he kept it in the space that it is. I will not evaluate his speech because he was evaluated already by our individual evaluators. Individual evaluators, of course, is one of those impromptu speech where you have to think on your feet, again, like table topics, and trying to communicate how they felt and how they think. So a wonderful job to Toastmaster Indah. It's one of those things, where you are trying to spend so much time re-explaining the thing. And you gave a comment as to suggestions. They are, I don't want to tell how individual actually evaluations, because I think Toastmaster Indah had done it very well. She didn't come, especially as she is in a car space. So it's very hard to type and also to think. I don't know if it meant it. So overall, I believe you did it in a well-mannered, well-done job. So thank you very much again, Toastmaster Indah. Our table topic, master is for males. Should we call female mistress? No, table topic mistress or table topic madam? No, I'm just kidding. I always wonder with the titles. So Toastmaster Putri, well done job. You've got it in in a manner where you've got it in whole tabletop, in PowerPoints, and you got everybody involved, get everybody, and if you, it's very Indonesians also sometimes you don't like to point people. So how about you choose? So well done, a good skills there. You make the speakers choose, so it's not your fault. Yeah, it's their fault if they make another person. But you got everybody involved. Everybody in this room had an opportunity to speak, and that's what the purpose is. Because you don't join a public speaking club and not speak. Yeah, if you go to a cooking class and not cook, you want your money back. So well done job. So a good love how you conduct your table topics and keep on continuing doing that. My team, my leaders, our grammarian, well done job, grammarian Albert, very consistent. You focus on the pronunciations or enunciations, the improvement, and of course the good usage. So very detailed. I do hope I could go to Metropolitan one day and see you in action, maybe in your skills, because he's very concentrated person. So I love that mentality and attitude. Toastmaster Dita, our counter, well done job. Thank you very much for your work. And he's very laid back. He's still trying to find his spark there. so yeah, it's one of those things. So it's love and hate. Yes, you've been there for a long time. But Dita, well done job. You remember the system. You're you're so focused and you're so concentrating. Even though you always apologize to how you felt that you think you made mistakes, but overall, Dita, you've contributed. The point of taking a task or taking a role is, especially leadership, is actually doing it. So thank you so much for being our counter for today. And last but not least is the timer, Berta. Like I mentioned, she has two systems. She's trying to struggle those two things, but well done job. They are, you got the timer on. It's like some sort of debate club that is. I remember in those days where you have a timer and everybody's rushing. So, but you controlled it, even though you have a few technical issues, but you still kept it in a timing management where you did a well done job. So I don't know how many times you've been in as a timer, but I believe I'm assuming you've been timer just recently. So yes, I understand about the few rules. A lot of people are stickler with the contest rules. I don't know why, but we try to keep everything in times, and I'm trying to keep it in times because we are running out of time. It's 12:05 overall. Thank you so much for attending. Thank you for all the leaders for taking the roles, and of course, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you soon. And a brilliant job, the University Indonesia Toastmaster Club, and I'd like to return the control back to the Toastmaster meeting. Please welcome back Toastmaster Naufalia.
Thank you so much, Dita and Johan, as the really comprehensive evaluation from start to the end. And this is the last session. I think we're already running out of time, as I said by Dita and Johan. So I'll give the control to our president as also the ballot counter. So you can please give the winner, the most votes for the table topic session, and also to close the meeting as the president. So over to you, Toastmaster Ranto.
All right, thank you so much, our Tom, and thank you for our DTM Johans. And before I close the meeting, I will be as a ballot counter to announce our favorite speaker for this meeting this morning. Okay. Okay, this is a ballot counter report. Universitas Indonesia Toastmaster Club this morning, and we will see favorite prepare speaker goes to because only once goes to me, Toastmaster Ranto, as a favorite prepare speaker. Thank you so much. And unfortunately, we don't have favorite evaluator because not eligible at this morning. And we continue to our favorite table topic speaker goes to, congratulations, distinguished Toastmaster Johan as our favorite table topic speaker this morning. All right, congratulations to all the winner, our favorite speaker and favorite table topic speaker. And before I join this meeting, thank you so much. I will give a thank you to our participants, to all Toastmasters, to all visiting Toastmasters, to all role takers, and to all the panelists, and to all guests that already been here within these 2 hours at our Universitas Indonesia Toastmaster Club. And I will give maybe 30 seconds until 1 minute to each person to give announcements from their club before I close the meeting. Start from you, Toastmaster Dita. You have announcement from your club.
I'm from Huntsman's Indonesia Toastmaster Club. We have meeting every Friday, 7:30 p.m. Sometimes in a month we have hybrid meeting as well on 2 to 3:30 p.m. So if you would like to have offline meeting, in-person meeting, please come to our meeting once a month.
All right, thank you for the information, Toastmaster Dita, and continue to Toastmaster Herbert.
Okay, well, again, I came from Metropolitan Toastmasters Club. We are based at America at Pacific Place, South Jakarta. So whenever you have the time, we always have offline meetings. So we don't have any online meetings anymore. We only have offline meetings every second and fourth Tuesday. But the exception is for this month. It is, we will have another meeting at the 19th of December. And there, at America, Pacific Place level 3 at 7 p.m. sharp. Okay, back to you, Toastmaster Ranto.
Thank you so much for your information, Toastmaster Herbert, for the offline meeting only. And continue to Toastmaster Indah. Hello, Toastmaster Indah. Do you have any announcement?
Hello, thank you, Toastmaster Club, for having me here. I'm from ECI Leaders Toastmaster Club. We have our meetings online, and our meeting will be like bi-weekly meetings every Sunday evening, 7 to 9 p.m. Our next meeting will be conducted on December 18th. So please welcome to join us there. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Indah. And continue to Toastmaster Hajar. Hello, Toastmaster Hajar. Okay, while we're waiting to Toastmaster Hajar, to Toastmaster Lai. Hello, Toastmaster Lai. Do you have announcements from your club?
Nothing from my club. Thank you, Ranto. Back to you.
Okay, thank you so much. And DTM Johans, do you have something? Okay, thank you so much. All right, so para Toastmaster, all guests, role takers, panelists, thank you so much for your participation, your time, energy, and your support for this meeting this morning. And hopefully you can see all of you at the next meeting. Have a great weekend. Give a round of applause to all of you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Bye, everyone. Have a great weekend.
Great weekend. Thank you.